the wrestling fanatic right here. And I just want to start off by saying today's episode for March 7th, 2022, I got a new laptop I am using right now. So I am trying streaming once again. It's been a while since and hopefully it'll work since I'm a little rusty. Haven't streamed in quite a while. I don't even remember the last time I streamed. See, everything will go okay here for the stream right here today. And let's get into today's episode of 360 Wrestling Fanatic for, like I said, March 7th, 2022. I am your host, Lance Brock. And first, I got to talk about a few of the major news stories that took place yesterday, or not yesterday, last week. Sorry about that. Of course, probably was Ring of Honor and the effect, obviously, that it has on the pro wrestling business as a whole. And definitely interested in the scene. What will happen with Ring of Honor in the future? What the future holds for Ring of Honor going forward? And now we have Super of Honor will be taking place WrestleMania weekend, and there's been the announcements, I should say, and Hall of Fame announcements: Samoa Joe, CM Punk, Bryan Danielson, and now we know that Carrie Silkin is the newest inductee into the Ring of Honor Hall of Fame. But I am definitely interested in seeing what Tony Khan is in store for ROH. Now the rumors have been starting about Cody Rhodes when he first left AEW. That rumors him going to WWE started away. People were saying he was going to Saudi Arabia and was going to show up at Elimination Chamber. And then there were rumors about him being at Raw next night and then showing up at WrestleMania to have a match. But now that doesn't appear to be the case. And now the rumors that are online are that apparently he actually didn't leave AEW and he will be running Ring of Honor, which is owned by TK, Tony Khan. Any of that true? Who knows? That is seen. We just have to wait and see what happens. Stay tuned to that. And other news. Last night, AEW Revolution took place. And this one was definitely one I was looking forward to. We start off with the buy-in. Legit Layla Hirsch defeats Chris Statlander using a turnbuckle to score the win. Hook defeated QT Marshall. And we see the turn of Don Callis to AEW. a trios match. We have the Kings of the Black Throne, Malachi Black and Brody King, defeating the Lucha Brothers and Eric Redbeard, the former Eric Rowan. And this match was actually pretty good. And I have to say, I thought this match might have even been too good for the buy-in. And I would say that'd be good enough to have been on the actual main card, the actual pay-per-view, in my opinion. And really good match though. If you missed the buy-in, I just want to say I definitely recommend checking that out. So it's on YouTube or internationally Fight TV. You can find it easily online to watch it. And then we start off the main card, and it is Eddie Kingston versus Chris Jericho, a match that has had a lot of build up, and Kingston gets the win via submission, defeating Chris Jericho. But Chris Jericho does not hold up his end of the bargain. He doesn't keep his word, I should say. He does not shake the hand of Eddie Kingston after the match, which he has said on Dynamite that if Eddie Kingston defeated him, he would show Eddie Kingston the respect and shake his hand. He did not. He just walked out of there. Next up, AEW World Tag Team Championship match. We got the Young Bucks, Red Dragon, and the Jurassic Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus, the defending AEW World Tag Team Champions. Great here. It is the Jurassic Express retaining their tag team titles. 19 minutes, 41 seconds. Then we had the Face of the Revolution ladder match. Christian Cage, Powerhouse Hobbs, Ricky Starks, Wardlow, Keith Lee, and Orange Cassidy. You had three big men, I don't really want to say small men, but got this one went 17 minutes, 16 seconds. Really good match here. Another one where if you missed this match, I definitely recommend you check it out. Is Wardlow grabbing that ring. Looks like a Sonic ring from the video games. But he got the win here. And he will get a shot at the AEW TNT Championship. Next up, at Revolution, we have the TBS Championship on the line. Jade Cargill defending against Ty Conte. Good match here, kept short. Jade gets the win with Jaded. Good match here. Yeah, I would not say there was a bad match on the show at all. Every match, in my opinion anyway, was at least good or better. And next up, the one match with one of the most build, I should say. And CM Punk taking on MJF. Dog collar match. This one was great. The build up was just amazing. The promos between these two, Punk and also MJF on the mic, just fantastic. You knew this one was going to be bloody. It was. Punk was bleeding buckets in this one. And in the finish, we see MJF call Wardlow to the ring. He comes out. He goes to get the ring from his pocket. He can't find it. and then Punk gets the advantage on MJF, and then Wardlow finds the ring, puts it in the ring, Punk uses it, and he gets to win 26 minutes, 40 seconds. So CM Punk victorious. Now it is interesting to see, is this the end of the feud? Since it's 1-1, will there be a rubber match? Or will they transition MJF into a feud with Wardlow, who I guess you could say turned babyface last night? Not quite sure just yet, but kind of looked like it. That they could have a feud, and that could move CM Punk into the world title picture, possibly. Definitely have to see what happens there. The AEW Women's Champion is up next at Revolution. Thunder Rosa taking on Dr. Britt Baker. Everybody remembers the classic lights out non-sanctioned match they had at St. Patrick's Day Slam. This one, awesome match, is Britt Baker victorious, 17 minutes, 10 seconds. Very good match. Jon Moxley and Bryan Danielson next. These two stole the show. Definitely a candidate or contender, I should say, for match of the night here. Great match. Another one where you expected blood and you saw blood here. Both men, Danielson and Moxley, bleeding as Moxley getting a quick pin, sneaking it in on Danielson in 21 minutes, 5 seconds. And then after the match, we see the AEW debut of William Regal, who has been kind of like a mentor to both men during their careers. And he gets in the ring, yells at both of them, makes them shake hands. And it'll be interesting to see what is William Regal's role going to be in AEW now. Is he going to be... I'm sure he's not going to wrestle, but is he going to be, excuse me, an authority figure? AEW hasn't really, other than Tony Khan, like authority figure who's on there every week, like a general manager, commissioner, whatever you want to call it. Or will he be like just like a manager or just behind the scenes agent, producer? The Tornado Trios match is up next. Easy for me to say. The AHFO taking on, and they're not taking on, Andrade, Matt Hardy, and Isaiah Cassidy taking on the AEW TNT champion Sammy Guevara, Sting, and Darby Allin. This one, a brawled all over the building. Sting even getting up there, doing the splash through the tables. Sammy Guevara doing a crazy Spanish fly on Isaiah Cassidy on the stage, way up there. Or not way up there, it wasn't that high. Actually, it wasn't that high, but still, it was pretty insane. Through 2 tables, and Darby Allin pins Matt Hardy to get the win for his team, 13 minutes, 29 seconds. And time for the main event of the evening. AEW World Championship on the line. Hangman Adam Page defending against Adam Cole, baby. I have to admit, big fan of Adam Page, but going into it, I was kind of expecting Adam Cole to win this one to become the new AEW World Champion. But of course, we see Bobby Fish, we see Kyle O'Reilly get involved, and Hangman retains still AEW World Champion. Hangman on Page, who I have showed before, is on the autograph wall right over there. Still, really good match between these two, and definitely not taking anything away at all from this match. These two were great. They put on a great main event. It was just that you had the other matches. You had the dog collar match and Bryan Danielson and Jon Moxley. And I just kind of thought that, like, with all the good matches that already took place on this pay per view, it was just kind of hard to follow. Honestly, I would have, don't mean any disrespect by it, but I would have maybe put it on sooner and then finished the pay per view with the dog collar match. That's just me though, but I know Tony Khan kind of likes the tradition, and I do too, actually, but of putting the world title match as the main event, the last match on the show. And don't get me wrong, I think that's how it should be. It's just that match was just so kind of, like I said, hard to follow for Hangman Page and Adam Cole. But that was AEW Revolution. Overall, fantastic, great pay per view. And I definitely recommend, if for some reason you did not see it last night, definitely check out the replay for either your cable provider, Bleacher Report. They got a new app now, I think. Fight TV internationally, Sling. I know you can order it on there actually, and just anywhere you get the replay, just make sure you watch this pay per view. It was great, and hope to be back soon. This was mainly just kind of like a test to stream again right here if you're watching on YouTube, or you could just be listening to the audio version on Spreaker and anywhere else we're on. If you are, thank you. But also, if you're watching on YouTube, thank you for watching on YouTube. And hope to be back with more. But first, I forgot one thing I was going to mention. One quick news story that broke last week, for me anyway, and everyone else here in Michigan. AEW, for the first time, is coming to Detroit June 29th for Dynamite and Rampage at the Little Caesars Arena, which I was a bit surprised about because it is a big arena. But not only that, but it is the same arena WWE runs. And I know there's been other arenas that WWE also runs that they have ran as well already, but I wasn't sure if they would run Little Caesars or if they would go somewhere else. But finally, they are coming to Detroit, Michigan. Hopefully, maybe I'll be able to attend. Who knows? I would like to, but we'll just have to wait and see. So stay tuned. I'll keep everybody informed right here on 360 Wrestling Fanatic. And thank you once again for listening to the podcast today, whether you're listening to the audio or you're watching on YouTube. Right now, the live stream, testing it like I said. But that's all for now. Until next time, I am Lance, and I am a wrestling fanatic.